You cannot see me. I'm still here in the access room with Daimela. We want to speak on adult education and students in South Sudan. I'm not Sudan, sorry. It's not South Sudan. You know, we were talking and some people said Nigerians can school anywhere. Abida Milola. Everywhere Nigerians they go to school. Before we go to adult education, which you read in school, I beg, I want to ask you. When I hear North Sudan, the education carry Nigerians go to that place. Eh? Oh, yeah, talk now.
Okay. Well, this actually made me to remember a scenario that happened. I saw a scholarship of a country. Of a school in a country. I will not mention the name of that country, but if I give you a description to that country, but I will not mention it. Let me just keep the name of the country. So I saw the advertisement of the scholarship online, and I was like, oh, I'm going to apply for this scholarship. And I told my mom, and she was like, in Yoruba, she was like, "Oh, that was serious." Like it looked like she was just, she just sounded like, no, she's not interested, and she doesn't want me to go to that country. You understand? Like, even if I want to travel, shouldn't be to countries like that to go and school. Like, she did not just accept that fact of me going to that country. So I just feel like we should just be choosy with what we want. Not like, okay, because everybody's traveling out, everybody's going abroad to school, and you want to go abroad to school. I feel like that's travel by force. It's not everywhere you go to go and school. You understand? You have to make your choice. You have to be selective. Let me put it that way. You have to be selective. That, okay, oh, these are the kind of countries that can go to school. These are the kind of countries. So talking about this North Sudan and Nigerians going to North Sudan to study, well, I feel like it's a choice. It's a choice. Some might feel, okay, it's a good place for them to go and study, while some might feel, oh no, this is not what I want. So in the whole educational journey, in academics journey, you just have to be selective. Okay, this is the kind of course I want to do. This is the kind of place I want to study. This is the kind of university I want to study. You don't just choose because everybody's traveling now to study in the name of Jackpa, and you want to Jackpa to anywhere. No, you don't Jackpa to anywhere. You have to Jackpa to somewhere that you know that, yes, it's a good place for you to go. You don't just jackpot and anyhow. You understand? So you have to know where you are jackpot into. Let me put it that way. You understand? So don't say because, okay, my friends are here, my friends are there. I don't want to mention names of country because I will not say one country is good and one country is bad. You understand? But what I'm just saying is that it's a matter of choice, and you have to be selective in your academic journey. You have to be selective. You don't just choose anything, and don't follow the crowd. Because everybody is doing this, these people are doing this, your friends are doing this, doesn't mean that you should do it. You understand? So you have to be selective. You have to know what you want for yourself. Yes, it's good to study abroad. It's very, very good to study abroad. It's okay. You understand? But you have to be selective of where and which course you want to do. You don't just take anything and all because you want to leave your country. Yes, your country that you are living might not be in a good state at the moment, but you shouldn't go from fry pan to fire, or how do they say that adage? You should know that, okay, where you're living, you're going to a better place. You're going for a better life. Not that you're living a country that's okay. They are in a bad state now, and they're working towards being good. And you are going to another place that, in fact, it's just a total mess. So you just have to be very careful in choosing your location. You have to be selective in choosing your location, where you want to be, and all that.
Okay, I want to ask you, before we go to your area of specialization, and why you are not practicing what you studied. What do you think is wrong with our educational system?
Okay, this is like a topic I don't really like to talk about actually, because our educational system is just, I don't know, it's, I don't know the English you even use to qualify it, sincerely speaking. Like,
I'm speak
when
English.
It comes to our education, pressure tiwa.
Okay, pressure tiwa.
Because like, our education system, it's just, I don't know, it's just somehow, because you even in school you do courses that are not even related to your field, and you see yourself doing it. You are offering like 10, 15 courses. Like, who does that? It's just overwhelming. You understand? It's overwhelming. Like, and these courses, some of them they are not even related to that field, but you just have to do it to pass that unit, to pass that course. No, they just put everything together. So our educational system, from the primary, secondary to the tertiary, like, it's just, I don't know. It's something that they need to look into. Like, they need to look into, and they need to just bring it back to life. They need to bring the educational system back to life. But I must give it to our students, our Nigerian students. Like, we are good. Let me put it that way. We are excellent, because even in Nigerian schools, you see students still studying for that number of courses, still reading and coming out with a first class, even after the overwhelming process and all that. So it's just a whole lot for students, but I must say that's the situation we find ourselves. So we have to work towards that, because you can't say, because yes, it's overwhelming and all that, you have to be lazy about it. No, I don't support laziness. You understand? You'll find yourself in that situation, and you have to excel in it. And what is worth doing is worth doing well.
Okay, then. Now I want to go to, because you have really spoken well. Then we want to talk on adult education. Why did you study adult education?
Okay. Adult education. I must say that from the beginning, I did not choose adult education. Obviously, I did not choose adult education. Well, I will not mention the course I chose earlier, but I did not choose adult education.
Which course did you choose?
Okay, I actually wanted to study law.
Okay.
I actually wanted to study law, but it didn't work out. But now I found another career path, which I found very, very interesting. But we'll come to that later. So I actually wanted to study law, but along the line, since it didn't work out, okay, I found myself in adult education. And while I was in adult education, at my year one, I tried still switching back to law. I tried that because I'm this kind of person. I'm very ambitious, and once I want something, I'll get it. So, but for law, it wasn't like that. Like, it was so painful that it was this aspect of life that what I wanted, I didn't get it. But it's fine.
What you ordered is not what you got.
Yeah, what I ordered was not what I got. So life goes on. So I continue with my adult education, and though at first I started no, it wasn't too low actually. My GPA was not low when I started, because I was still trying to switch from adult education to law. So I'm this kind of person that I don't put all my eggs in one basket. So while I was still trying to switch to law, I was still trying my best in adult education. I don't miss classes. I go to class. I take exams and all that. So I started with, I think, second class lower actually. Okay, so I later in my year two, when I saw that adult education and law was not forthcoming, So I felt like, "Why, let me just zero my mind." And after school, you can always switch career. And like I just had that mindset and all that. So yes, when I was done with school and all that, I went for my service. So it was during my service year. I don't even know what I was reading online because I like surfing the internet a lot. So I was just reading online and I saw human resource management, that's HR. I was like, okay, I read about HR, I read about, so I felt like, oh wow, this is very interesting course and all that. So I started making my findings in it and all. So then I got to know about the professional body in Nigeria, that's CIPM, Chartered Institute of Personnel Management. So when I saw it, I was like, oh wow. So I started the journey. Although I did not start CIPM immediately, during my service year, I started with an HR course, which we did. We did it under the NYC because it's cheaper. So it's like a bonus. Um, so there was just like a way they broke it down. We didn't pay up to that amount that we are supposed to pay. And I think the course is for like 60,000, but we paid like 15 because we were under the NYC scheme.
Omojoba.
Yes, Omojoba. So so that I did the course for like 3 months, went for classes. I did my NYC in Oyo State, Ibadan, Oyo State. So I was going for classes.
Ibadan
Saturday,
to be precise.
Yeah, Ibadan to be precise. So I was going for classes. I was Saturday classes and all that. So I got my certificate in human resource management. So when I came back to Lagos, I felt like, oh, that was not enough for me to proceed in this career path. So I put in for CIPM, that's the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, and I started the journey. And yeah, thank God for everything. Thank God for this. So I've just taken another career path, and now I'm even finding it more interesting than
the adult education.
The adult education.
But okay. you have taught on different let's say levels, as in not the senior levels, Sha.
Yeah.
You have taught all those students,
yes.
Primary, secondary.
Yes.
Yes, you have not taught in tertiary institutions.
No.
But I want to ask you, because we were talking, is it that you cannot teach the adults, or you find the job boring?
Okay, adult education is actually it's how will I even put it? Like, it's mainly for literacy purpose. And when you're talking about adult education, it's for people that don't have the basic education before, like maybe while they were growing up, they did not have the opportunity
to go to school. Your sister wants to give you.
They did not have the opportunity to go to school, and now that they are grown up, like, okay, then when I was in school, let me give it. When I was in school, we had the program that we did. I think it was even part of our course. So we taught adults, like they come to class 4 to 5 after their working hours and all that. So they come to class, we teach them. It was for free actually. We were not paid for it because it was part of our course at night and all that. So we taught them, and we discovered that some of them were even very, very bright, like very smart, intelligent, but because they did not have the opportunity to go to school, so they were not given that. Yes, they were not given that leverage to go to school, and they did not have that opportunity. So now because they need that education, even if it's basic, no matter how basic it is, that education, that little education is very important, because it will help them in their businesses, in whatever they do. Simple calculations, like when they want to talk to their customer, communicate with their customers. Okay, this is what you bought. This is like just simple calculation. They'll be able to communicate with their customers. Oh, good morning, good morning. And I feel like in anything you're doing, that little education that you add to it, it just adds this sweetness and packaging to whatever you're doing. Even if it's Zobo you are selling, but if you have that little education, it's not like, okay, when you have PhD or not, even if it's just that little secondary education that you have, there will just be this different from someone that does not even have that education at all. You understand? So adult education, it can, for me, it can be formal and it can be